What's up, Angie's League? Just going to do a quick recap here of Week 10 and kind of go through some power rankings as well for this week. And then later in the week, I will put out a projections video once everybody gets their stuff set up. Quick reminder, if you haven't RSVP'd or whatever for next Monday, or make sure you want to get next Monday off for Leagues Giving, and just let me know if you can make it. If you can't, it's okay. I just want to know how much food's going to be there, who's bringing what, and how many people we have to prepare for if we need to get an extra table and place settings and stuff for here. But I'm just going to plan on most people being there. Also you guys can be able to park, we'll park some people in the driveway, and we have plenty of road parking and stuff for everybody too, so nothing much to worry about there. All right, moving on into the league. Week 10 was kind of crazy. I'll start off with my matchup against Ozan. I won 94.5 to 78.6. Juju Smith was huge for me, comes up 18.5 points. Rizidlo comes out of nowhere and puts up 122 points over Rouse's 55.5 points. Ryan didn't even know he won until yesterday, so maybe pay attention, but he's busy. Amanda continuing the train roll fest that she is, of 126 high score of the week over Jeremy's 71.8 Zekeless team. Not looking good, especially tough playing against Amanda's team with both New Orleans running backs. They are dominant and continue to just put up huge points. I believe both of them combined for a score higher than Ben's total team score. So Ben, you suck this week. And then we have Bryce choking to Mike on Monday night. Mike's Functionist and Newton cap off a 40-point deficit and put up about 60 points combined to beat Bryce 122 to 105.4. Greg notching his second victory of the year over Sandy, 116 to 89.7, putting him back not into playoff contention to at least playoff idea. Teasing the idea of it, but I still don't think it's going to happen, but it's still there and there's a chance, and this kind of pushed Sandy back now into a grind to get into the playoffs. And Weezer continues his winning streak ever since the trash video against him. He is now 4-6, beating Ian 99.9, which is not a radio station, to 83.3. Ian has just been struggling lately, and I think it's, I don't know, just something. He's now 5-5 after starting off a pretty good start. So we'll look at the standings here. We're going to go over kind of our old school, if you remember from a year or two ago. They got rid of the app where you could make the power rankings with fun little names and stuff. I'm kind of sad they got rid of that because I had a lot of fun doing that. So instead, I'm just going to go through the list and just kind of make up my own. So at the bottom of the list, we'll start at the bottom of the list. We've got Greg. Greg is turned into the league punching bag, and he has yet to really punch back. I don't know if he's just turned into, it's like the bar mat behind the bar. Just people are walking all over him, and every now and then he gets somebody to slip on him. But for the most part, he's been getting walked over. Most points against. It's just been really unlucky for Greg this year. Rizidlo, I would say, is somebody who is, I don't know how he's 3-7 for how little he seems to care. Doesn't even look at his team anymore. It's like he was dating he treats his team like it's some wife that put on 200 pounds and he just doesn't even look at her anymore. But he knows that she's still there, and he just spends all his time at the bar drinking anyway just to forget about it. But he's 3-7 now, so good job on at least getting a few wins under your belt, and now you're looking on your win-1 streak. Weezer, get out of my dream into my car. Definitely got into his car now. He's on a 3-game win streak. I, again, want to get all mad at this team, but he's on the rise still. I don't know. If you throw something shiny in front of this team, he'll chase it. I feel like he can get very distracted and pulled off base quickly. And then we move up now into Sandy, who's 4-6. Sandy, I don't know if she broke a mirror, kicked a black cat, walked under a ladder, did all three at the same time. Very unlucky year for Sandy. I mean, 9.5 points for, and 970 against. Hi, Amanda. Amanda's laughing at me because she's never seen me make a video. It's on my phone this time, like you told me to.
Shouldn't I be making this video since I'm the top scorer of the week?
Okay, bye. Okay, bye. But yeah, Sandy's been really unlucky, and hopefully she can bounce back. But after she lost Odell, it's kind of been a spiral downhill for her. So, those last 3 weeks are going to be huge for her. Next up is Ben Rouse. For a team that likes to shit talk the most, he certainly doesn't reflect it with his record. He really doesn't have much of an excuse either. I mean, 961 for, 981 against. I mean, he hasn't had a ton of points against him, although he hasn't put up a ton of points for either. There's a reason you're in the middle. You're just the most mediocre team there is. You'll make the playoffs. You'll lose in the first round. I mean, what can you expect? Then you got Bryce. Bryce has gotten a lot of points against. He's got a decent amount of points for, almost 1,000 here, almost in the 1,000 club. He actually has a decent team. It's not something that you would really want. It's like that really hot girl that you're best friends with, but you don't think you'd ever date because there's a couple things wrong with it. She's got some emotional baggage and damage that you just couldn't bring in with that. So it's not something you're willing to commit to. That's kind of what I would equivalent Bruce's team at right now. I love it, but I'm not going to marry it. Ian's team actually is not terrible, but he's essentially the New York Giants of our league, except with a way better record. Decent players and stuff when they're healthy, but the coaching is just all questionable. Doing as Ben Best McAdoo is, Ian loves to talk. You get a few beers in Ian, and he'll definitely tell you he has the best team in the league. Ask Amanda until he loses, then not much. But he's 5-5. He's lost 2 in a row. He really needs to bounce back here. And the person who needs to bounce back the most here at 5-5 is Ozan. Now lost his 3rd game in a row. He has 1,000 points for and 1,000 points against. Pretty solid team. He's been really unlucky with Aaron Rodgers. He'll probably make the playoffs. Don't look for a repeat. Nice guys don't always finish last, but I don't think this nice guy's going to finish first. Then you've got Jeremy, probably the most lovable person in the league. You just love this guy. He's so positive about how great his Cowboys are and how great the team's going to be. But losing Zeke now, he has the most points for still. He also has some of the most points against, I believe the second most now. So he's kind of turned into that doormat in that 50. It's all these teams that are 50-50 rate about the same points for, points against. They're just meh. They're right on the verge of either going one way or the other. He's lost 2 in a row now. He really needs to get back at it. He has not lost 3 in a row all year. Decent team. I look for him to bounce back. And, I'd say, yeah, he's a pretty good guy. Pretty good team. I like that. And then you got Mike. Mike's one of the newbies here now this year, and he's putting up some stud muffin teams. I like Mike's team. I like the way he drafts. It's essentially the blonde girl in the office who you let play, and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, and then just goes out and destroys. That is Mike. Mike is the, I don't know what I'm doing. Nothing can go wrong for Mike. He can do no wrong. And then second place you have myself, who is by far the luckiest person this year. Whatever bad luck is happening at the bottom, I have all the luck. I have the least points against. I do have a decent amount of points for, but I don't think I should be 8-2. I should definitely be somewhere around the 5-5, 6-4 range. But lucky guy. I swallowed a horseshoe and I'll shit a 4-leaf clover, baby. And then you got top of the league, Amanda, who has got everything but a tight end, unless she just found it with Dixon. But, just cold, calculated, and meticulous. And that is what Amanda is. She has no emotions. We are definitely playing in a league with someone who might be a robot. and it's probably why they're winning. Just no emotions, no mercy for anybody else, except for Bryce, her one loss. So that's kind of where we're at now. Good luck to everybody on the waivers. Make sure you rent those runs and get back to us about the Thanksgiving for next Monday. All right. Have a good rest of your night, guys.